few things today. We have friend mail. I have some stuff I purchased from Spirit Halloween. And I'm going to put away the brushes from the last two looks that we used because I just washed them last night. So not only is it these four brushes, but all of these. And these are just the last two looks that we did. Oop, and one just fell out. So I'm going to put these away. This is the one that slipped out. So I'm going to put these away as we're getting started. I am going to schedule for next week. We're getting back on track. We're going to do 3 beauty battles. One is a member request. Michelle wanted to see Mirror Realm, which we just watched earlier this week, I believe, against Natasha Denona Xenon. So we're going to do that. And I think it's going to be a good one. I think it is going to be interesting. Hey, Alexandria. It feels weird me being here an hour earlier. I know. I did a live the other day. What's today? Wednesday. I did a live. Was it yesterday? No, Monday. Monday I did a live. Tuesday I had an appointment, and so I didn't schedule a live because that particular appointment knocks me out when I get back home. But yeah, it's good to see you. I think I saw you in Janessa's lives. And she'll be going on tonight, which is why we're an hour earlier. She's going on in 90 minutes, and so I did mine an hour earlier. We will be done in time. We're doing, she sent me friend mail, so we're going to open up that, and I'm also going to show some products I got from Spirit Halloween, some special effects type stuff, because I gotta practice, and so in order to practice, it means I gotta buy stuff to practice with, and unfortunately, everything is, well, none of it really can be reused on multiple people, and so yeah, I'm going to be spending money. And so some stuff I got, well, actually, yeah, most of it is for me to practice, but I'm going to show that first, and then we're going to get into, hey Janessa, into the friend mail, because that's what I'm really excited about. And there was something else. I mentioned already I'm going to schedule next week's lives. We're going to be doing 3 beauty battles. One was Michelle's request, Mirror Realm against Xenon. And we're going to do MAC Hi-Fi Color against Natasha Circle Loco. And we're going to do MAC's Unfiltered Nudes against Natasha Denona's Glam Palette. Because I'm already thinking ahead to next year, like what do I want to have in my kit? And to also downsize the palettes in there. So I have been paying attention to what gets used most, and Circle Loco gets used quite a bit because the colors are so bold. So, and also Natasha has a 24-month PAO, and MAC does not have a PAO, which means they're good for at least 30 months, and so that'll help me not buy like new palettes every friggin' year. So what I picked up from Spirit Halloween, I saw this, and so I'm going to cut these up because I've seen short videos where they put lace over their face and then just kind of stamp on color, and then they remove the lace, and they have that pattern on their face as far as, you know, a makeup look. And so I said, you know, I do want to try that. And the thing about getting these, because they are full-length stockings, is that I can cut them up. You know what I mean? And so this will give me a lot of lace to practice with. Well, fishnet, actually, it says. And, you know, for the price, I'm like, ugh. Spirit Halloween does 10% military discount, y'all. Hey, Janet. So I was excited about that as well, and I did thank them on behalf of all military personnel for those discounts, because I do love when companies do that. I asked her where the bald caps were, because I definitely have to practice bald caps, and so she took me to where the non-latex were, and the bald caps there are less expensive than on the Mayron site and Graftobian website, which is great. So I purchased 2. Because one, I can keep reusing for me. I can keep reusing the one for me, but when it comes to somebody else, they need their own. And so one is going to be for someone else, and one is going to be for me to keep practicing on. And between the non-latex and the latex, the process is different. How you put it on, you use different adhesives, and I'm like, why does it got to be complicated like that? So I did get 2 of these, and so while I was, where's my box cutter? There it is. Open up this box Janessa sent me, which I'm excited to get to. When I was looking for prosthetics, I saw these. These are the latex bald caps, and these are actually more expensive than the non-latex. So I got 2. So one will be for me, to practice, and one will be for someone else. And I already have somebody in mind, actually two people in mind, to ask if they'll let me do special effects on their face. And so it was a latex one that I used for the homework assignment, and I did rip it, and I could have patched it. Non-latex, you cannot patch it. Like if you tear it, you cannot patch it. It's just not going to work. But with the latex ones, if you do rip it, depending on where the rip is, you can patch it with like leftover bald cap, because you put it on and then you cut off the excess. And so if the tear is small enough, I could have patched it, but I didn't. And I just kind of posed in a way where it couldn't be seen. Also, what I received, because the prosthetics that I ordered were not complicated, because y'all, they cost a lot of money. And so I was thinking about prosthetics where it is something you put on versus just like a transfer or like a prosthetic I can do with latex and with using tissue or cotton or something like that. And so I saw this, and I didn't want to get anything expensive because y'all, this stuff, and I can't use these on other people. So it's just a one-time use thing. And so I'm just like, I really don't want to spend a lot of money, but I know I need to practice. So this one I saw, and it is an eyeball. It is an eyeball. So this is what it is. And so this is the one I would glue on, and then, put adhesive, put it on, blend down the edges so that you don't see like, okay, yeah, this is just stuck on the face. And so I do think this will be fun. And what I liked about this one is that the face is pretty basic. Y'all know I like doing all the things, especially with like blood and textures and all of that. And so, and this one was not expensive, so I got that one. And the other one I purchased, not expensive in the short term, but in the long range scheme of things, to keep spending $10-15 for like something to use on one person, that's just like a lot. So if somebody does want special effects type stuff, we will consult, talk about what they want, and the price of the product will go into hey Brooke, we'll go into their price to get the work done, because it'll just be counterproductive for me to keep spending money just to use something one time on that person. So this is the other thing that I got, and it's 2 horns. And we know I can do the textured face and the blood and the road rash and all of that stuff. And this is more along the lines of what I think my tutor would like to see when she said, I would love to see your submission. If not, I'll see it on Instagram. And plus, I need to practice more with these types of prosthetics. And the same with the eyeball. Prosthetics that actually you put on and then you blend it into where it looks like, it's actually your skin, and you still see the effect. And so I purchased these two to put on. And I am excited about that, because I do need to practice this stuff. And I haven't used any prosthetics like this. The ones I used were like the bullet hole wounds, which is really small. And it was just, but yeah, I'm like, I need to do a little bit more. And so that's the stuff I picked up from Spirit Halloween. Let's get into this box that Janessa sent me that arrived yesterday. I did not even open it. And perfect timing, because when I got home after my appointment, ran errands and all of that stuff. And I don't know if I had texted Nessa or what, but she has said, the notification said it was in my mailbox, and I had just parked at home, and I was like, oh, I'm still in my vehicle, let me go over to my mailbox, because we have cluster boxes, so we either walk or drive to get your mail. And it was like 90 degrees. I'm like, I ain't walking nowhere. And so I went to the mailbox, and this is what it is. I did forget what she was sending, and I commented in one of Janessa's lives that we send stuff back and forth faster than a crow flies at noonday, because we send stuff back and forth so much that we forget. I mean, the last thing I sent her, I'm like, I don't remember either, but then I had a remembrance of, because I was doing something talking about fragrances, and I said, oh, it's that dime fragrance, Stay a While. That was way too strong for me, and I forget what else was in there, because we always be putting more stuff than we say we're going to put. But so there's tissue in here. I will be using these. Oh, and they're the pick a size too. I love these. I miss when they used to have these and they had it perforated in the middle, because I always rip them in half anyway, because I never use a full paper towel. So thank you, Janessa. I will be using those for sure. I remember one time Tanya won something from me, and I used the paper towels, and I buy Bounty. She was like, "Oh, these are good ones. I'm gonna keep these." I was cracking up, y'all. I was like, "I ain't even that." We got bubble wrap here. What is this? I will keep the bubble wrap. I never played with prosthetics, but I've always been curious. You're making me want to try them out. This, I need to. It's a lot, but it's not a lot. And once I get used to what I'm doing and what I'm using, it'll be easier. Because I have like 3 different types of adhesives, if not 4. They each have their own remover. But I want to see like what do I prefer and what I can use more so for the different types of prosthetics. Because some say use this, some say use that. And so it's just like, y'all, like, and I'm glad that I do have some duplicates as far as the blood. I have a lot of Mayron stuff. Excuse me, and the Graftobian kit had blood in it too. And the Graftobian is 12-month PAO. Mayron is 24 or 30 depending on the product. So I'll use the Mayron in my kit because that can stay longer, and I'll use the Graftobian on me because, you know, I can still use that on myself after the PAO if I choose to. And so it turned out to be a good thing. Because then I can double dip and just do what I do and just have that here at my station and keep the kit stuff over there. And so, but there's spirit gum, there's Prozade, there's Telesis, latex you can use as an adhesive too. And latex has different colors. Usually it's clear or it might go on white dry clear, but they also have different colors. And it's just like, spirit gum has its own remover. Telesis is somewhat maybe an all-purpose remover. The Prozade has a remover. So it's just like, what? Alex Cross on here, she does special effects stuff, and she did a video of, and there's different types of waxes. There's extra flesh, there's scar wax, and there's sin wax. Sin wax is synthetic wax. And then there's another one I'm forgetting, modeling putty. So extra flesh, modeling putty wax, sin wax, and whatever that last one was that I said. She did a video with all 4 saying what the benefits are, and she did like scars on her arm to show, and she did the same thing, but it's like, okay, this one you use this adhesive, put this on, and she talked about the pros and cons, and then, you know, this one and this one and that one, and that was really helpful. So some stuff does the same thing, but the process may be a little more or less tedious based on the consistency of the product. Extra flesh, it's not going to stay on long. If you use sin wax, it's harder to work with, but it's going to last a long time. So it's just a lot of little things to. But I have all the waxes too, and so just using them and learning what I prefer best. And you know, 3D gel is amazing, but you have to put it in a hot water bath, so you have to be prepared to do that. And so it's just. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But as I use stuff more, you know, it'll just be like second nature. But right now, I'm just like, ugh. So, living in pink. That's cute. This is my first time seeing any of this. A practical guide to unique and brilliant ways of using pink around the home. I don't think I have any pink in around the home. Blusher. Pressed blusher palette. So this must be made by Mitchell on the side. So let's see with, ooh. We're going to try all this stuff on. These, okay, y'all see my face. I'm excited. And I like that there's a lighter side and a darker side because in Janessa's words that I have taken as my own, we don't wear 1 blush. We wear 6 blushes. And so this will give me that gradient. Put the darker one back here and the lighter one up here, and then you have these 2. Okay. All right, let's keep it moving. What else is in here? Ooh, there's a lot of, what are these? Ooh, okay. This, I remember seeing these in one of her videos. Thank you for the bubble wrap, friend. You know what it is? I think it was when she went through her Made by Mitchell and did a declutter, and she asked, you know, would I like to try certain things? And y'all know I don't buy a lot of stuff. I don't experiment with a lot of stuff. So I'm like, sure. And she does like the stuff. So that says something too. This is the iClouds palette, Blue Your Mind. Blue is spelled as blue. And then it's yeah, mine. So how does this open? Okay. This is cute. Shaped like a ooh. The mirror's cute too. So this is what the palette looks like. We're going to swatch all of this stuff. This is pretty. This has green in it. Janessa gave this away and it has a green in here. This is pretty. This reminds, when I'm looking over here, I see purple. When I look where you are, it's blue. This reminds me of something. Yes, I see blue here, but in person, I see a dark purple. So that is a dual chrome. That's pretty. Yeah, so I'm gonna rush. Janessa's going on at 8:30 Central. Is it 8:30 Central? Eastern. She's going on 8:30 Eastern. So that's why we're an hour early so we can be done. And this is Keep 'em Green. Why is this making me think of baseball? Like the design of this. Baseball's around. Oh, Janessa gave away green? This is pretty. Oh. This is pretty. 7:30 Central, East, 8:30 Eastern. Okay. Yeah. Because I was going to do something else, and I'm like, you know what? I was thinking of squeezing this in yesterday, but the way I felt, I said it makes more sense just to do this one, because I know we'll be done this before she does her live versus doing a look. Oh, we were going to do the look with my new Spellcast Beauty palettes. I would have been sitting here like looking at the clock the whole time. So I said it makes sense just to do this one today because I know we'll be done. And then tomorrow we're going to do a full tone and the warm tone look using both. Oh, shoot. Okay, somebody just text me something with the Playhouse. Blush Pressed Highlight. Blush Pressed Lights Highlight Duo Peach Pockets, it says on the back. Oh, okay. This one needs some care here. What I might do is it magnetic. Because it's magnetic, I might just take this off because it's almost off anyway. But since it's magnetic, that's okay. So stuff is not looking like where you are, what it's looking like over here. And it still kind of doesn't. It's very peachy, orangey, and I know it's looking like kind of yellowish on your end, but this is this. Oh, this is going to be pretty. And this one, Gimme Some Space. Gimme, gimme some, S-U-M, space. Oh, this is pretty. This one too, I think I might just take this off because it don't want to be there no more. But this is what this one looks like. This is, why is it giving me that dual tone? Oh man, y'all, I cannot answer that text right now. Okay, let me calm down. This is really pretty. I told them I was putting it in the Lost and Found, but they're texting me. So I guess they haven't looked in Lost and Found, or they're just not seeing it. This is, oh, another curve case. What? You sent me a medium curve case. Oh, this one is different. Oh, curve case. Oh, this one is pressed. The other one was the cream. That'll be awesome because y'all know I do set creams with powders. Is this for medium tones, Janessa? Natural Coral, Cold Heart, Strawberry Cream, Shady Business, Cream Carve, Holo there, and Collectible. So these are the shades in here. Yeah, those highlighter duos, that wacky, weird. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to just cut it off. And I like that it's magnetic, so it'll still stick. I love his eyeshadow formula, but I hate the packaging. So this is the powder curve case. Let me show you the cream one that she sent me, which I love. So this is the cream one she sent me, and this is the powder because I do set creams with powders, and usually. Sometimes I use a translucent powder because then I'll just powder down the whole face. Sometimes I use Fashion Fair. And then I go over it with somewhat corresponding shades of blush. And so I will set this either translucent powder or the Fashion Fair and then put this on top of it just to bring some of the color back. But I think this is going to be really pretty. This looks like a nice contour shade. And I will use this on its own. I'm smelling this, and this smells really pretty. I was like, what's that smell? It almost smells like shampoo. My numbers is looking crazy, so I don't know if YouTube. Y'all, I posted on my I shared on my community tab YouTube changes that they're going to be doing as far as monetization. Instead of the 4,000 watch hours, now they want 8,000. And people are like, why are they making it more difficult? Because for some people, it's hard to even get to the 4,000. Y'all, it is nuts. It is nuts. And so these are what these two look like together. I'm excited. Thank you, Janessa. So all the stuff she sent me today, we are going to swatch it really quick. I hope that person looks in Lost and Found and can find what they were asking me where it is, because I did put it in Lost and Found, which is where they suggested that I put it. So I don't know what's up with that, with them asking me that, because, and it was a small bag that somebody left. If you leave something, you know, you left it, you know, they say message in, and we'll put it up for you somewhere. And that's what we did, and that's what happened. Oh, I remember saying I would try this, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. This is Angel Wings. What exactly it is? Body gel highlighter. I have yet to use anything body on me except for like when I do troll play type stuff. I'm going to use it though. I have used the spray glitter on people at events, and they like it. And when I do one person and they see me doing somebody else, you know, they're just like, the person I have just done, they'll be like this. Another person I did earlier, they're like, when it dries down, it's real comfortable. It's okay. Just, and so that's, and they say you use things on yourself first so you can know. So I didn't know it was feeling kind of like wet or sticky, whatever. But, you know, to hear somebody that says, oh yeah, she sprayed me earlier, after it dries down, it's fine, it doesn't feel like it's there, it doesn't transfer, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, yeah, I probably should have tried that. So I could tell people that, because they'd be like, but anyway, so we're going to put this on today. Oh my gosh. Oh, that smells nice. Oh, okay. We have quite a few. Thank you, Janessa. Lip gloss, liquid blush. The only liquid blush I have, she sent me also, which is this one from Made by Mitchell, and a cream blush. So these are lip glosses. And so actually, I'm going to put these on right now. So we're going to take off some of the lip oil. And I'm going to put one on one side and one on the other side. This one, oh, what does that say? Aspen. And this one is Sugar Shine. So Aspen is, oh, this is sparkly. You know what? When I've been going out, like just running errands or whatever, this is what I've been taking with me. And y'all see how I've been using it. This is MAC's Lip Cushion High Pigment Lip Oils. The name is Slippery, and it says Mid-Tone Pink with Pearl. This is something I would take with me just to carry to reapply, because it's going to come off when you eat or drink. But because of the color of it, that shine is nice. Or to top over lipstick. This is pretty. And this one is, oh, we got, oh, those are blushers. And this one, Sugar Shine. The Shine Slime. That's what you call the highlight, the body highlighter. I'm thinking now, like, do I just be feral like Janessa? She's like, she just put stuff on with her hand. Oh my gosh. So we're going to put this on the other half of the lip. Excuse me, this is really pretty. Oh, I hit my nose. I hit it again. I smell it, but then I don't smell it. And so let's put this over here. This is pretty. This smells different than this one, but not in a bad way. Both of these I would wear out and just reapply as needed, because I don't have to be precise placing it, because it is just a gloss. This one gives a hint of color on my lip, and I can tell because in here, this part of my lip is lighter than my lip line. But these are, I'm sitting here because right here there's this shadow right down the middle. Yeah, I will definitely be using these. Thank you, Janessa. All right, the cream blusher. This one is Mango Daiquiri. Oh my gosh. Mango daiquiri. Because I'm thinking about all the other blush stuff I got to put on my face. So we're going to... Oh, that's pretty. I don't know why. I think this might be hormonal. It is getting lighter. This patch of dark circles right here, and it's not on this side, but it has been getting lighter. But still, I'm like, why is that there? I think it's hormonal because, you know, our body produces, well, for me, produces less estrogen sometimes when we get older, and so, and I think that's what's going on with the mustache area. This is pretty. This is really pretty. Blends out nice, of course. That's pretty. I should have brought it inside, but we have a lot more to put on. This one, liquid blusher. So this one was a cream. This is Ripe Hype. We're gonna put this on. And where's the orange? The orange. So we're gonna put this right here. And we're gonna put Mango Daiquiri. I'm gonna put that on this side. I think this might be the first I've used liquid blushes because I just don't for no particular reason. So we're going to, since I washed all my brushes, let's just dirty them all up again. And these are the Real Techniques 210 brushes. So we're just going to, I don't know how much playtime it gives you before it starts to dry. So let me do this real quick. Oh, you know what? It is some playtime. This is cool. This is good. These are nice because they're subtle. This kind of blends in with my complexion. I don't have on any foundation. I don't have on any powder. I just have on skincare. So that just kind of, I mean, you can tell there's something there, but it's not like, oh, what is it? I'm thinking that would look really pretty up front from this shade because it'll give me that gradient. These are nice. I use a lot of creams on other people, but for myself, I don't. Yeah, that one kind of blends in too. The shades are different. This is lighter than this side, and that would give me a gradient too. Put this here and put the darker one back here. That'll work. That'll work. That'll work. All right, so let's get into. Oh, don't fall. All right, this is an eyeshadow palette. Oh, this is blush. Okay, so all of these are eyeshadows. Okay, these are eyeshadows. These are blushes. And these are powders. Am I going to use the same brush? Yeah, I do have a cloth here. I can, you know what? I'm going to wipe it off on this cloth. This is a cleaning. This is a every type of use cloth. Whatever I feel like in that moment, that's what I use it for. The shines. Oh my gosh. So we're going to take, you know what? Oh, those are pressed too. Those are eyeshadows. Okay. So we have pressed blush, this pressed blush, pressed eyeshadows. Okay. Because I was thinking if I wanted to layer something. So we're going to take Pajama Party. Okay. Oh. It is looking very pink in person. And that bar right there, that's the stand that's attached to the ring light. And it is like right in the middle. But I turned off the light. With the light on, you don't really see the bar. But I wanted you all to see the colors. It distributes very well, like off the brush. We're going to turn it over and we're going to take Sugar Cube. And we're just tapping. Oh my gosh. This is definitely going to be topped over cream. This is, I thought it was pink, but it's looking lavender in the mirror over here where I'm looking right now. Even where I look where you are. This is reminding me of Lavender Blonde from House Labs. So those are those two. And that is a nice gradient, just using these two down here, the lighter ones. We're going to wipe this brush off. And we're going to take Paris. We just tap twice. Damn. And we're going to put Paris down here. Oh my gosh, like these are very pigmented. This is reminding me of a lighter version of Watermelon Bliss, like a very much lighter version of Watermelon Bliss. And we're going to use the other side and take Greenhouse. We've had it 3 times. Oh my gosh. This, oh my word. These have some pigmentation for sure. Excuse Bruce. I didn't even do my intro today. But this side is that first shade. This side is the darker shade. So it is giving that gradient that I like. These are very pigmented. Oh my gosh. We're gonna wipe this brush off again. My Body Gel highlighter. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. My lord. So I brushed it off, but so we're going to take the curved, and I could, do I want to wash a lot of brushes? Damn it. Okay. There's 8 in here, 2, 4, 6. All right, we're going to take out all 6 of our, but we have eyeshadows to do too. Damn it. All right, I'm going to just have a lot of brushes to wash because I don't want to cross-contaminate a lot of the colors because we want to see the color. So we have 8 to try. We have 4 more of these we did not use yet. And so we're going to use 1 for each side. So we're going to take this shade up here, Strawberry Cream. Strawberry Cream. Is this a blush? Where's curve case? I do think it'll show up different if I have other stuff on my face. Okay. We're going to use the other side, and we're going to take this shade. My first one just disappears. So we're going to put that brush down. We're going to take a clean one. We're going to take this, put this here. They blend out very nicely. We're going to turn it over and take this shade here. These are pretty. Those are, this one is dusty. I think that was this one. 1, 2, 3, yeah. This one is dusty. But over something else, it may work. This one, I'm thinking this will be nice for a contour. Yeah, let's, oh, let me tap. When I swiped it, it does puff up. Oh, I can't do contour over there. Shit. Put this down here. This would be a nice contour shade for me. That's dusty though. Maybe not. I'm gonna turn it over and use this side. This will be interesting. But you know, it's amazing though when something looks like it might not work, depending on what you're working it over or around or under, it does work. So you can, both of those look dusty, but you can get stuff to work and it looks decent, is what I'm saying. This is the only shimmer in here. This is this one. I'm gonna put this right here. That's pretty. That one shows up. Oh my girl, why you just paint over your disrespectful mustache area? Because I can. I probably shouldn't have did that. What time is it? Okay. Oh, such a goofy laugh. So these two definitely, yes, these two Ash City, but we may still be able to make that work. The blushes though, the top row, well, this one is the Ash one. But that other palette, yeah, I'm digging it. Thank you, Janessa. All right, now let's get into these eyeshadows. We're going to use sponge tip applicators. So let me take some out over here. I'm debating on whether or not to do members only using some of this special effects stuff because the process is tedious and I don't want to bore anybody. But I do know sometimes y'all do like seeing like different things. But I am just, it's just a lot, y'all. It's just a lot. I'm cool with the latex, the tissue, like certain things, you know, I could do just knock it out. The waxes and stuff, because the ones that are more stiff, you have to warm them up in your hand and do a bunch of stuff, and that might be boring just sitting there watching me just roll wax in between my fingers. I was looking at this. My appointment's coming up to have that removed and these bumps on my forehead. But anyway, we're gonna take this lighter one. Wait a minute, this isn't eyeshadow. This is blush. I'm confused. All right, wait a minute. And that's blush. Okay, these two are eyeshadows. These two are blushes. Y'all can tell I'm not used to having more stuff than I have because, all right, so this is a blush. We have that orange right here. Let's just put that under there. That's pretty. That does not look like this. They tricked me. I'm gonna turn this over. I'm gonna put this one down here. Why they look? I was gonna say why they look the same, but they don't. This is a little bit darker. It's pretty. Turn it back over to the first side. This does not look like it's this pinky purple tone. This one. Those are pretty. I'm gonna flip this over. Snap that down. Go into the peach pockets. Where's the purple one? Give me some space. One in the peach pockets. Yeah, these hinges are awful. They could have did better than that. I don't think they thought it through. That's what I think. We're gonna take. These do not look yellow in person. I promise you. For that first one, why does this look like this one? That's. Why does this look like this one? And this is a different palette. I'm gonna go in this shade. It says peach. That don't look peach. That looks like this one. This looks peach. This looks peach. This one looks like this one. And this is a fresh applicator. So yeah, this one is looking like this one. That's strange. This is definitely giving off peach. But what? Y'all know I'm easily confused. I'm just like, what's happening? Yeah, that's strange that this looks like that one from two different palettes. And one is purple, one's supposed to be peach. All right, moving my makeup trash. We're going to get into these eyeshadow palettes. What we're going to do, oh, you know what? I'm like, where's my eye primer? This is the bag of my own makeup that I took that I didn't even go into, and I didn't even put stuff away yet. My eyeshadow primer's in here. I couldn't find my eyeshadow primer in my kit, and I know there's one in there. And so I used the Bougie paint pot as a shadow base, and it worked fine, which we know it's going to. And I didn't want to spend a lot of time trying to find it either, because this is groundwork. People got things to do. And so I was like, where's my eye primer? What I think is maybe it reached the PAO and I ditched it. I think, but because I don't often go back and look in my kits, like I really don't. Oh shoot! All right, we're gonna use this brush because we're gonna put the eyeshadows on the lid. The swatches are fun. I'm multitasking, but I've got you maximized on my second monitor while you edit a video. Did we use this one? Yes, this was the first one that we used. Okay. This is a lot of stuff, Janessa. I'm just like, what? What's going on here? So we used the lip glosses, okay, so the only thing left is the eyeshadows and the body glitter. So we're going to, I was going to swatch on my forehead, but then I said, you know what? There's 4 shades in each one. We can put 4 on each lid. So why am I priming both lids at the same time? I don't know. So I should be just doing one at a time. Oh, this means I need brushes. Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm gonna have a lot of brushes to wash. Oh, gosh. Yeah, them two looks, the two last looks, yo, that filled up. If you were here in the beginning, it filled up the brush thing, and I still have 4 brushes that did not even fit in there, and I'm just like, this is insane. This is insane. Oh my gosh. Groundwork paint pot. Yeah, we're really gonna put these on. This is my from your declutter. So things you want to ditch or pass on, feel free. I just wanted you to have variety to see that. You do send, like, you definitely be sending variety. I do really like everything. It's just this one is dusty and these two are dusty, but I'm still going to try. These might can do for setting powders, the ones on my chin, because they look dusty. But it's not far off from my complexion. So I might, but then, you know, we'll see, because sometimes even if something looks a little dusty, once I spray the Scandinavia spray on it, you know, it looks fine. So I am still going to use them and then see. And so that's the only two things, is that these look a little dusty and this is dusty, but everything else, like, it looks really nice. This is just confusing that these are 2 different palettes and this is supposed to be peach and it looks purple like this one. So that one is throwing me off because it's not supposed to be purple, but I do like that color and they are pretty. But thank you for saying that, Janessa. Y'all, one of my regrets, y'all, and I keep telling myself, just forgive myself. It's about Sandy. When, oh Lord, I don't want to cry. She has sent me the Salem Cosmetics Forest Heart palette. It was a beautiful palette. I loved it. The formula was nice. It was a really pretty palette. And that was one of the times where, well, that time frame was when I'm trying to not have, hey Pam, how are you? None of pressed pigments. None of pressed pigments. Yeah, they all say eyeshadow ingredients. Yeah, these are not pressed pigments. And so even as far back as then, I still didn't want to have like dupes in my collection. And I did quite a few beauty battles, like Circle Loco with Salem, the Forest Heart. And Salem, the Forest Heart palette was definitely unique. And I did like 4 beauty battles, and I'm like, I have all of these colors. And so I did use it up. I think I did like maybe 15 looks with it, like 1 look here, 1 look there, because of the battles and other stuff. And then I ended up decluttering it. It sold like that on Macari. And every time I think of Sandy, or like if I'm looking through my gallery and I'm looking at pictures with that palette, I feel like shit because she gave me that and I don't think she's here anymore. Hey Tina. And so, and I keep telling myself, you know, we don't know when somebody's going to go or not go, but I just be thinking like, damn, at least I would have still had a piece of her. You know what I'm saying? And I was looking through my gallery again today, and I just, and so, I always feel like shit. And that was years and years ago. You know, before, you know, but she's been going now, I think. Well, it's been a few years, I think, since we've heard from her. So this was like years and years prior to that. But still, every time, like, I'm looking through my gallery, if I see those pictures, I'm just like, I feel guilty. I'm like, I should have kept that palette. But then it's like, who knew? So I keep telling myself, don't feel like shit about it, but I really do. Because I'm like, I would have still had a piece of her. You know what I mean? On the big palettes, one of them says eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette. On the others, they say eyeshadow. Yeah, I looked on the back when you wrote that, Janet, and it does say eyeshadow ingredients. Yeah, it's eyeshadow ingredients. But yeah, I always just really feel like shit. Because I'm like, I would have still had a piece of her here. You know what I mean? And it was a unique palette, but being that I was able to do looks with other stuff and trying to condense my stash even back then, and it was a beautiful palette, even the packaging, everything. But I just always feel like shit. We're going to take this one. Was I going to use brushes? Fuck, I was going to use brushes. I had out the sponge tips because I was going to do them on my forehead. But then when I thought about it, I said we can just do looks. And so we're going to take out a bunch of brushes. Eastern V27s. And we're going to need how many more? 6 more. Okay. And so, and I keep telling myself, just let it go. But I always feel like shit. We're going to take this shade here. And we're going to put this. This is pretty. I don't believe Genestic got rid of green. We're going to put this all over the lid. And into the crease so that so that this part up here doesn't stick down here because of my puff and because I have put it eyelids. But yeah, so that's one of my regrets. Actually my only regret, because she sent me that and then it's like, damn, now she's gone, and I should have kept it. I mean, just for sentimental reasons, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't have gotten rid of the green if it weren't for that package. This one held up pretty good. We're going to take this shade, which looks blue where you are, but in person, what I'm seeing is purple. So let's see what it looks like on the lid. And it looks blue on a brush. Well, it looks blue where you are too, but in person it's... Well, we know they're in the same color family. I'm going to put this all over the lid. It feels like this one blended out. This one, this is more creamy. And chunks are falling on my face. I can feel it. You got to feel the chunks falling on my face. You know what? This reminds me of whatever that shade is in Circle Local palette. That bold blue. These work really well. They go on very easy. Man. And she was my 32nd day one. Yes, y'all, Troll has feelings. This is the brush that had that shimmer green. I don't know why I'm trying to get it to look the same, because these are 2 different eye looks. But yeah, I always feel like shit when I think about that. It's like I would have still had a piece of her here. Every time I see those pictures, I'm just like, girl. And I keep saying, you didn't know. Like, who knew? You know what I mean? And so, and it's also a thing of where, like, I can't go back and change it. So I keep telling myself, just, it's okay. Just, but deep down, I still feel like shit. Seriously. The blue eye, we're going to take this shade. We're going to go straight in because we're going to put that under here. I always feel like shit. Usually this would be over a gel pencil liner. What time is it? Okay, I got like 40 minutes. This is showing up nice and dark under here. We're going to blow it down a little bit, meaning bring it down a little further so we can see the color. That's nice. I've even looked on Macari for that palette, even though knowing it's old as hell by now. Because I just, one of the times when I felt like really shitty, like I do right now, and I was like, let me see if I can find it somewhere. And it would just be for keepsake because it's way too old to use, especially because a lot of the shades were creamy and, my sensitive skin. That's pretty. You wouldn't have that. I'm going into the green palette. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put that under here. Yeah, yeah. This is showing up really nicely. And the formula feels nice, too. Why am I acting like I'm really doing a look here? Trying to flick stuff out or whatever. Girl, get over it. You're just putting stuff on to see the color. Alright, so put the brush down. Stop playing. I'm really acting. Okay, let me... Yo, somebody's face I did, they were so cool. Because I was telling them, and like, in my videos, like if I mess up something, I say out loud, if something happens, like don't panic, you can fix it later, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know what it is, y'all, but for me, lips is the hardest friggin' thing to do. Like eyeshadow, I could knock that out in 10 minutes. The lip might take me 20. So I was just like, and it's usually the thinner lip side because you're trying to line, but then you're trying to, accent the cupid's bow and all of that. We're going to take this shade. And we're going to Put that over here. I think I might want to, no, these are showing up really nice. So we're going to put this up here. And I told her, I said, your lip is looking crazy right now, but we're going to fix it. And she said, do what you do in your videos. Just don't panic. Take a deep breath and just go back and fix it later. And I'm just like, y'all, I get the best clients. This is pretty. I get the best clients. And the thing is like they say, don't show them the look until it's done. Like, I'll show them, because then if something isn't right, I'll say, you see how this looks right here? And they're like, oh yeah. And then when I fix it, they're like, oh wow. You know what I'm saying? And I think people need to see that. And that's what, you know, my clients be telling me. It's like, it's good to have that transparency, because that's why people be thinking, you know, their makeup is fucked up or they don't know what to do. And we be going back and fixing stuff and not telling people. So they have this impression that everything's going to be easy, everything's going to be quick. And like, no. So that's one of the reasons I tell them, especially if they're saying like they want to learn, because stuff is not always going to come out the way we want it to. What shade did we put under here? Was it this one? Yeah. So we're going to take this one. And we're going to put that outer corner. We put this underneath, right? Okay, take this one. Because it is looking darker. Okay, yeah. So we're going to bring that up here. And so even doing looks, like each step, like I'll do the eye look and be like, what do you think? Because even though I might like it, they might not like it. And that's why when they say, oh, you're the professional, and I'm like, yeah, but I'm not the professional of what your preference is. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I want to do is be like, oh my gosh, this is so nice. And deep down, they don't like it because it's not their style. You know what I'm saying? So I'll do the face, show them, you know, let them look at it and be like, what do you think? And it's usually like, oh wow, that's pretty, really pretty. And I'm like, okay, cool. Do the eye look, what do you think? And if they don't usually do eyeliner, I'll say, well, how about we just do like a little bit, like do like a light brown, because then you don't really have to commit too much, like, as if you were using a black. And they'll be like, okay, yeah, let's try it. So I'll put, you know, just a little light line, and they'll be like, ooh. This is throwing me off that it looks blue, and when I look over here, I see purple. This shade right here. This is reminding me of Circle Local color, and actually so is this one. Hey, Grace. And so, and they appreciate that too, because then if they are learning, or if they want to go home and try it, they'll be like, okay, she showed me this and then this, and they'd be like, wow, that looks better. Like, oh my gosh. And I think they need that. And she had one of the clients that told me, she said, I appreciate the authenticity of not acting like everything is is perfect when it's not, and not pretending, and going back and fixing it, because then it's really like, oh wow, like, oh my god, like they're really impressed. I'm like, yeah, I did that. But for me, the lips is the hardest damn thing. So we got one more color in the green to use, and that's that yellow. What? This yellow right here. So we're gonna tap in straight. That's on the green side. So we done did 2 eyeshadow looks with these palettes already. This is making me think that this is what chrome yellow should be like, because this is just showing up off the bat. Chrome yellow does now, but it didn't start working for me until after like, or almost 2 years. This is pretty. I'm having a flashback of the Mission Triple X palette, because there was a lot of greens and yellows in that one. That's pretty. And even though it looks really bold, the way they show up on me is like a little more than a light wash, but it works and it's pretty. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty. So we used all 4 of these for this eye. We're not going to do liner, mascara, and all of that. Excuse me, Bruce. So this leaves a green in here. In person, this looks almost brown because it's such a dark purple. Excuse me. So we have green left. I should have put this underneath. Why is there green in here when this is a green palette? We're going to put it up here because we just do shit. It's like, girl, who would put a green under the brow? Me. These blend very well, and they're very pigmented. This looks like a matte version of one of that green. I think it's only one green in Circle Loco. I posted on my community tab, y'all, because I remember I kept saying I've only put that Funtamime on my lid like that one time, and I loved it. That was a lie. When I was looking through my gallery today, I'm like, I have done that before. Y'all, them looks are pretty as hell. I'm posting them on my community tab, and I think they're, because when I do a collage picture for that palette in my gallery, I do put the time, well, not the time, I put the date and like what look number it is. Those looks are from like 2021. And I'm just like, damn. And them looks is bomb. I'm like, oh my gosh. The look we're going to do next week is going to be look 41 with Circle Logo. That palette. You know what? Even though this is looking green in here, it's looking green in the mirror over here. But looking where you are, it looks blue. And so it works because you have this blue down here and then the purple and then this greenish blue or whatever. So this is a nice look, funky in a good way. Like I do actually like this look. I really do. Let us know if you have reactions from the mattes and the 4 pans I use on my eyes. I will let you know. If you don't hear, if I don't say, then they didn't. Why am I acting like I'm really doing the look? This works. This is funky in a good way. This look right here. This is very monochromatic, very pretty. All the shadows work really well. A serious look, I would have taken this up higher, but even still, this other green, whichever one it was, it does kind of blend into it though. What brush was that? That was this brush. Take that shimmer green again. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit higher. Well, actually a lot bit higher. Because this is very, very, very monochromatic. And I only put it all over the lid just so this wouldn't stick in my crease, because I would have just put this first half and then put the green on the second half. It is pretty. It's blending in very much into the same shade. This is really easy to work with. Thank you, Janessa. Yeah, so if you don't hear, I'll let you know. If you don't hear, that means it worked out fine. If I have a reaction, I will let you know. Or vice versa. I don't know. The last thing. What kind of brush should I use for this shine slime, Janessa? And I know you rogue and just use your hands. I don't like my hands being, no. Damn it. I want to take this brush. Love seeing your roll cards. I know, and I was thinking about that too when I was looking at those Circle Local pictures from 2021. I'm like, I done went off the deep end with like lighter shades. Those looks was bomb. 3 of them were monochromatic. It was a monochromatic blue, and that's when I had fun to mine. Looked like on the lid, y'all. That look was pretty. And one was like a monochromatic green, and then one was something else. Y'all, them looks was gorgeous. I was like, damn. Hey Caleb, how are you? Alright, we're gonna, oh shit. Since you spray it, I'm gonna put it on here. I'm a little scared. Okay, we did 1 full pump. Ugh. Janet, have you thought about for when you do pictures? Because I saw some from like yonder year that you did where some of your pictures you were looking like this. Have you thought about doing pictures like that? Like, because when you look straight, you don't see too much of what's on the lid. But the few where you look to the side, it's like we can see the whole lid and see all the colors. So is that something that, I'm going to do another pump, that you would consider doing? Like looking straight, yes, and then kind of like looking like this, because then we could see like all the different colors. Because looking straight is mostly just like the outer corner color and a little bit in the crease. But I'm like, I know she got more colors on than what I'm seeing. And I wouldn't have thought much of it if I didn't see the older pictures where you were kind of looking like this. And I'm like, oh wow, I can see like the whole entire lid. Where am I going to put this slime? We're going to put it on our forehead. It feels like lotion. And this is, what is this, a body glitter? A body gel highlighter. It is very much a gel formula. So this just is shiny. You know what? I would have to set it because, yeah, I would have to set it. I wonder if spraying my face with finishing spray would like lock it in, because I feel like I wouldn't want to set it with powder because it's supposed to be shiny like a highlighter, which it is. And I like that it's not really a color, and maybe it's just my undertone. It feels nice though, but it's not going to dry down. I'm trying to find places where I don't have color. This is on my face. It feels nice, but I don't think it would dry down. I don't feel like it's a little sticky. Yeah, I would have to. We got 30 minutes. Or did I put that in that bag too? The barrier spray. Ugh. The Mayron barrier spray. Yeah, Janet, so we can see all the colors. Because we know you'd be using colors, but we can't see all the colors. Ugh. Mayron barrier spray. Oh, this is spitting. Oh, man. Ooh, my eyes are burning. Whew. That stuff is strong. And let me just wait a few moments. My official YouTuber's tool here. I just want to see how it, like, does it actually dry? And the barrier spray is supposed to lock stuff in. Because even if you do the water activated paints or the cream paints, they say, you know, put barrier spray on top of it. Because you would think it would reactivate the water activated. It's still a little sticky. Maybe it just needs more time. We're going to figure it out. Because I wouldn't want to be like never ever touch my face. But running out of fingers here. I think this would be something for body, like your body and your shoulders. If you have like your shoulders out, and that way just don't worry about it and just be careful how you hug people. Because this is alcohol based. This is very drying. Thank you. I tried all of this stuff on my face. It's friend mail that someone sent me, so we tried it all on. So we have these. We have a lot of stuff on our face. This is an 8-pad palette. We did that, and the eyeshadows are these 2 palettes. So this is on this eye, and these 4 shades are on this side. And so we were just putting stuff on, and we have on lip glosses, one on one side, one on the other side. We have 2 liquid blushes. So we tried everything on, and a cream blush. So that's what all of this is. And the last thing we put on was this Slime Shine, which is a gel highlighter. And no, it is not fully drying down yet. That doesn't mean it won't in time. It does feel drier than it did at first, but yes, I would just have to be careful. And when I'm at events and stuff, people hug a lot of people, so I'm just like, so we'll see. We will see. I am back. Had to cook dinner. I'm gonna heat up some Jamaican food. I got no, not oxtails for once, right? I just got curry goat. Yeah, this is still, it's a little, now it's feeling sticky versus just slippery. So we're gonna go, y'all. Janessa will be live in 30 minutes. So make sure y'all head over there. Make sure your notifications are turned on, and you can actually go to it now. And if you go to her channel page, or it might just be in your notifications, and click to be notified, and it should notify you. YouTube sometimes doesn't, but the concept is that it will. But yeah, so I will be there, and I'll probably have her on my TV, which means I won't be commenting a lot because I'll probably be feeding my face. But we'll be back here. What's today? Wednesday. We'll be back here tomorrow with the look, combining these 2 palettes, and I think that's going to be interesting. So that'll be my first time using both of those, other than doing the swatches. And so, Janessa, thank you for all of this gorgeousness. This is a lot of stuff. Now I gotta find somewhere to put it. But this is a lot of stuff. Okay, Christina. So Janessa's channel in 30 minutes. She's gonna be doing a live stream. Yeah, this is, yeah, okay, let me stop touching it. But yeah, so we're gonna go, we'll be back here Thursday, tomorrow, to do the looks, our regular time, 8 o'clock. For future, if I do ever come on a Wednesday, it will be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So just in case Janessa is going on, that gives us an hour and a half instead of me going on later. And so, but it's not often when I do on Wednesdays, just because I had that appointment yesterday. But yeah, so just for future, if I do a Wednesday, it'll be 7 p.m. Eastern. Any other day of the week, it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern. So that's, hey Pam, thank you, you too. So we'll be here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, to do an eyeshadow look. And I'm excited to see those shades, those tones mixed together. And I have done it before, so it's not a big deal for me. But the beauty community says, don't mix warm and cool tones. Look, it's your makeup. Y'all do what you want. Thank you for the hearts. And so we're going to go. I didn't do the intro, but as always, self-acceptance, self-love. That is the Crazy Show Nation way. Thank you. Make sure you check out Janessa 30 minutes live stream. Come back here tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, for me to do a look. And I'll see y'all then. Bye.